G'day guys, Dave Lee here. Today we are taking a look at the recent Blu-ray release of Steven Spielberg's The Post from Entertainment One. The movie of course stars Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep and focuses on the leak of the Pentagon Papers in 1971, focusing heavily on the involvement of Washington Post publisher Katharine Graham and chief editor Ben Bradlee. I reviewed this movie for Entertainment One earlier in the year and scored it a 3 out of 5. If you'd like to check my full detailed review on the movie itself, click the link in the top corner on your screen right now, or click through the hyperlink at the end of the video. This is a very filmic looking movie. Steven Spielberg chose to film this on 35mm film, which gives it a sort of an aged feel, which is very in keeping with the style of the era that the movie is set in. Compare the visual style of this movie with that of All the President's Men, which was made in 1976, and which this movie sort of acts as a direct prequel to, and there is no coincidence that the two movies are visually very similar. Steven Spielberg is going for a very 1970s film feel with this one. Don't expect a really colourful, sharp movie with The Post. In fact, it's almost monochrome, with colours feeling quite muted. The image is also fairly soft and grainy at times, but again, this is all intentional and adds to the movie's gorgeous period-inspired filmic style. The movie features a beautiful DTS HD 7.1 audio track. Dialogue is crisp and clear, which is great considering the movie is heavy on it, and John Williams' beautiful, understated, patriotic score sounds fantastic on a really good sound system. It fills the picture nicely, just don't expect anything as epic, enormous, or immersive as one of his scores from, say, Star Wars or Jurassic Park, but that's not really something you want or need out of a movie like this. I would personally score the overall experience of the movie on Blu-ray a 4 out of 5. This set offers a really fantastic selection of around an hour's worth of behind the scenes and making of special features. There's a really wonderful documentary on here focusing on the real life Ben Bradlee and Katharine Graham, providing a little biographic insight and background on the people, as well as how Steven Spielberg crafted a movie focused more so on their character than on the event of the Pentagon Papers. Along with it is a companion film briefly discussing the efforts of the film's cast in portraying real life people on film. There's a feature going in depth on the movie's design and decoration process from set to costume, detailing the work that went into recreating the world of 1971. Most interestingly, the recreation of the Washington Post newsroom of the early 1970s. I would call this a must-see documentary for anyone interested in film design or seeing what's involved in the process. Probably one of the better and more in-depth documentaries I've seen on the topic. And finally, there's a really wonderful short featuring interviews with the legendary John Williams, discussing his score and how the sounds and rhythms of a newsroom inspired it. It's the shortest offering of the lot, but features some really wonderful footage of his scoring session, as well as a look into his collaborative effort with Steven Spielberg in building the score. All the features include some great interviews with the filmmakers, design teams, and cast, including some with Steven Spielberg on his inspirations for the film, his desire to make it, and his input into every aspect of its production. There's also some really great on-set behind-the-scenes footage, including a charming moment of well-known typewriter collector and enthusiast Tom Hanks geeking out over typewriters on the newsroom set. For a film of its kind, this set offers some really substantial special features, probably more so than most films of the like often do. As an enormous Steven Spielberg fan, these documentaries were an incredibly insightful and valuable watch, especially to get a small glimpse into his process of directing and developing a smaller film during this later part of his career. These features are definitely worth the price of admission of this disc alone, and because I couldn't imagine much else being offered for a film of its kind, I'll happily give the selection of special features on The Post a 5 out of 5. The Post is available on Blu-ray and DVD thanks to Entertainment One in Australia and the UK right now. While this movie was shot on film, it was finished and mastered at a 4K digital intermediate. The movie has been given a 4K release over in the United States under 20th Century Fox, but Entertainment One have decided against giving it one here in Australia or in the UK. While I'm sure a 4K disc would offer a slight, nice uptick in detail, I couldn't imagine an enormous amount more being pulled out of the really beautiful HD image right here. Certainly nothing substantial enough to upgrade to a 4K disc. This one fares perfectly fine in HD, and given the option, I don't think I'd bother with the more expensive 4K offering anyway. A really worthwhile set picking up with a really good movie and a really great offering of special features, offering a great insight to the filmmaking process. Thanks once again to my amazing friends over at Entertainment One for providing me with a Blu-ray copy of The Post for the purposes of this review. And thanks to absolutely everybody out there for watching. If you're a first-time viewer of my channel and you've liked what you've seen, you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now. Also, if you're feeling extra generous, please hit that like button down below. It does a great deal in boosting my videos. I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day.